Hey Facebook friends, we are just driving home from a luncheon today and thought we would just come on and talk a little bit about marriage. And since I have got my pearls on today, and since we've just celebrated the life of Barbara Bush this last week with her memorial service and everything, we thought it would be fun to share a story that some mutual friends shared with us about 20 years ago, probably,
at least,
about their experience as suite mates with George and Barbara Bush when they were young marrieds. And so I don't know if Chris can maybe tell the story better than I can.
I'll tell the story while we're going. I'm sitting next to my greatest pearl, the gift of my sweet bride, Brenna. Just want to encourage you to keep all the men out there, keep treasuring your wife. A woman that feels cherished, a man is going to feel more love than he ever deserves. It's an amazing thing. Yes, our friends Carl and his wife lived in Rio Verde probably 25, 30 years ago, told us this story. So if this goes viral and the Bush family hears it, hopefully someone can confirm the actual details of all this. But when Carl and his wife, George and Barbara Bush, were attending college, suite mates, the girls decided one night they were just fed up with the men. These guys would eat. They would then head out to sit on the back porch, do whatever, watch TV, listen to radio. They wouldn't do the dishes. So the girls decided, hey, we're going to get back at these men. What is it that is going to force them to do the dishes? So they begged, they asked, etc. Nothing made a difference. And so Barbara and this other woman decided, I know what's going to make a difference. They told the men, all right, if you don't do the dishes tonight, you are locked out of the bedroom. You cannot come back and plan to sleep in your own bed, let alone sleep with me tonight. And so each of the women left, went to the separate suites, locked the doors. The men hummed and hawed and got all frustrated. And next thing you know, an hour went by, and then the pots and pans, you could hear them moving. They finished doing the dishes. And so the men devised a plan. They thought, well, we're going to surprise our wives. Now that we've done the dishes, we've done our penance, it's time to head to the bedrooms. And so George decides, I'm going to knock on the door. Barbara opens the door. Barbara was surprised. She didn't realize that George had kept the dirty suds dish kind of basket that you put the dishes in. It's full of all the, old food and junk and crumbs and suds. And when she opened the door, he just throws the water and the complete, contents of the container on her completely. Little did he know that she opened the door and was standing completely wearing his finest suit. And so the joke was on him at the end of the day that she had anticipated knowing what her husband might do. Laughter filled the air. They just decided at that point whether it's a conflict or whether it's humor. Marriage goes through all those memory-making moments, and laughter sure makes them an easier pill to swallow. So Brenna and I are sitting here thinking of what's a time in the Stull family marriage that laughter has helped us survive. So she's going to tell some zany, crazy story. I'm sure it was my fault, so I will just admit that in advance.
No, actually, I'm not actually thinking of the one story I'm thinking of. I'm not going to share.
Oh, hey, there you go. Good.
It's a little too crazy.
Whoa, get the safe face. Here we go. All right.
But
I think that was the one I went outside to late at night, young. We'd been training. I went outside to take something out, and I just decided, hey, I'm going to strip down and wash off outside since it was hot. Took the hose, complete wash down, just stripped down naked. Little did I know, Brenna had run into the bathroom and she locked the door on the outside. So I was in the backyard trying to get in.
It was in our apartment.
Afraid
and he was out on
to run around
the deck.
Yeah. So like Spider-Man, I climbed over the top. No, that didn't happen. No.
Anyway, that was funny. But the main thing is, we just need to remember to laugh. Sometimes, life is hard, and we're always going to have days, that are more difficult than others, and we just have to have a good sense of humor and get through it together.
Laughter is great medicine.
Yeah.
Learning to laugh at yourself is a great skill. People I love and admire and respect the most, lots of godly men and women who've gone before. I hear them talk about that all the time and realize that's something I need to keep working on. Laughing at myself, not taking myself, my pride, my stuff too seriously. Because there's something fun worth cherishing every day, especially in marriage. Two wonderfully different people coming together. That's God's sense of humor blessing us, and it's a good thing.
I know in our family transition this last 3.5 or so years, humor has been a huge component to get us through some of our most challenging days. But we just pray you guys are blessed today. Remember to laugh. Don't take life too seriously. And just love the ones in your home. Blessings. Bye-bye.